Happy Wednesday, happy tap talk, folks. I'm gonna sit down for a second. Feels good. It's summertime. Officially, it is summertime as of today, first full day of summer. So, cheers for that, and happy welcome to the 5 minutes of summer that we get here in the Northwoods. You can feel the pace accelerating all around. It's snuck up on us. It's a decent start to the summer with Memorial Day, and that's kind of slow played us in June, kind of settling us into a routine, and now we're within spitting distance of the 4th of July, which means it's game on. It's time to get busy if you're going to get busy this summer, and that's part of it for us. We just wrapped up trivia night tonight. Just finished up doing Trivial Pursuit style trivia about the Midwest. So I'm going to guide you with some beers tonight through a summer's day of drinking, of beer recommendations. That's my goal. So saddle up, find yourself something savory and refreshing to drink, and come along on a ride with me for some summer drinking adventures and recommendations. I need a little bit to get myself refreshed. And before I forget, I'll mention it one more time in the end, but coming up this Saturday, it's Muskie Fest in Hayward, and we will be celebrating it I'm helping to coordinate a screening of the horror movie Blood Hook. Ooh. If you don't know about this one, you're going to want to get wise to it. It is a horror cult classic filmed in Hayward, set in Hayward in 1986, and it is wonderful. It is a delightful B-horror movie, and we'll be screening it at the Park Theater Saturday night at 8 p.m. If you are interested in the movie and want to learn more about it, you should really come at 7:30, pregame a little bit, and meet the director and producer of the film, Jim Mallon, David Herbert, who will be on hand doing a Q&A panel before the movie. You can learn a little bit more about their history. These guys are legit. They made this crazy cool movie, and it is a piece of Hayward history, so it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got tickets here at the Whistle Punk. They're $10. All the proceeds go to the Park Center. You should come and see it. There will be beer, there will be Bloody Marys, there will be blood, there will be fun stuff, and a costume contest. So dress up, wear your most crazy, outrageous 80s gear, and dress up. So let me know in the comments here what your favorite horror movie is. How about that? Let's see what you got. What do you like? And I'll give you a toast for each one. All right, so my goal for tonight is to taste through a summer day based off what I've got on tap right now, and I'd like to try and represent a little bit of every part of the day, how it might fit in. And you can't start drinking all day if you don't start in the morning, right? You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning. We hear that line all the time around here, and it always has to get a good old knee slap. Haha. Oh, there we go. Mike's on the board. American Werewolf in London. Very nice. All right. So again, if you're playing along, favorite horror movie, let me know. So morning beers, they're important. They're an essential part of summer activities here in the Northwoods. You got to have beer with your breakfast, beer with your brunch. And this is a delightful little one coming to us from New Glarus. The most recent in their Thumbprint series, their Nectar Ale. It is a kind of unique and distinctive beer from them. It's part of their traditional lambic series of spontaneously fermented beers that they age in oak barrels, and this one has the addition of traditional Bavarian grapes grown in New York that are added. I think, I might be wrong, I looked it up earlier, I can't promise I remember the name. I think they were called Geisenheim grapes. I couldn't tell you anything more about them other than they must be a bit of a sweet white grape, because they add a rich, sweet grape flavor to this beer, making it come across as a real refreshing, easy drinking, a little bit of tartness in there, but not super sour at all. This would be a great beer to have with your brunch or with your breakfast. and it's low ABV, so it's easy to drink and not get thrown off on your day. It's only 4%. Yes, you can tell I'm a little thirsty. I needed to have some. Ooh, Ashley likes Psych. Psych is like a super safe horror movie. It's not super scary, but it's fun. Tasty, refreshing, and interesting. If you're a sour beer lover, this would be worth trying. It is not particularly sour, though, I will say that. It's not super traditional lambic, in my opinion, but it is damn good, and that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So, New Glarus Nectar Ale. Start your day off with that. Then, what are we going to do? You're going to move along. Maybe you're going to take a little nap, get out, get on the boat, get on the water, do some sun activities. Here's an interesting choice. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of flip the script on boat beer. Yeah, sometimes it is very nice to have light-bodied, refreshing boat beers that, easy drinking. Sure, go ahead. It's been done. We're familiar with how to do that. You don't even need craft beer for that. You could have some other beer-flavored seltzers that are out there, but there's plenty of good craft options. Go find one of those. Or take the route less traveled and go with something real intriguing, like the Stone Enjoy by 7/4/22. Enjoy by the 4th of July. So we only have a little bit of time to drink this beer, but it's already going fast and I'm not worried about it. It is a double IPA in the series of the Stone Enjoy by series. Each time they do a different double IPA, usually clocking in at about 9%, which this one does. But for the summer, they cranked it up with a little bit of tangerine and pineapple. So you get a little citrus, a little bit of that tropical fruit kind of going on. Adds a little sweetness to this double IPA along with the kind of punchy hop character to it. So it makes it a refreshing 9% alcohol double IPA, if there is such a thing. It could easily get you into some trouble. So don't have a ton of them, but have some of them and have them on the boat, I think. Why not? If you're used to having your light-bodied stuff on there, that's fine too. But mix it up a little bit. Or playing some type of yard game. This is an excellent one. It'll get you right in the zone. You need to have a little bit to drink to be in the zone, but not too much because then you get out of the zone. So it's that sweet spot right there. Playing beanbags or horseshoes, hand grenades, other things. Lawn darts over the house. Give it a try. Don't actually try it. Don't sue me over that. I'm telling you. All right. So Stone Enjoy by 4th of July. This one just came out. We're super happy to have it, but again, it definitely won't last till the 4th of July, so you want to come in and get your sips in while you can. Really tasty. Okay, you've done your boat activities, you've done your yard games, whatever it may be for the middle of the afternoon. It's dinner time. What are you going to have? Probably going to grill something. Whether you like meat or whether you like vegetables, usually involves some type of flame and some type of seared cooking. And when you cook things, when you sear them, when they get grilled, you get a little bit of that roasted flavor. You get some of that reaction where the sugars caramelize and it makes things delicious. The beer you want to have with something like that also should have a little bit of that carameliness. And this one is a Vienna Lager, a super food-friendly beer just destined for the grill. So this one is from the Brewing Project from Eau Claire. You might know them if you're familiar with Eau Claire beers for their hazy IPAs, their double IPAs, their IPAs, and then also their sour beers and their stouts, styles from all across the board. But it turns out they also make traditional styles of beer from time to time. I'm just teasing them because I know they do this all the time. But it's glad to have something refreshing and traditional from the Brewing Project that is kind of outside of the realm of what most people know them for, which tends to be more of their hoppy or sour beers. But this one is really well done. A nice Vienna Lager. Vienna Lager is a style of beer native to Vienna, Austria, and it's kind of the precursor essentially for the modern Oktoberfest style of beer. It is a lager, meaning that it's fermented cool over a long period of time, very clean, very refreshing drinking. The emphasis is largely on the malt and a little bit of the hop character, so you get some of that toasted caramelized sugar in there, but clean, easy to drink. This is a beer drinker's beer. You don't have to overanalyze, you can just enjoy it. And oftentimes this is a beer who people come in want something light. end up drinking something like this because it's easy to drink, but it's flavorful. So it's interesting, and it's just like I said, if you need to cook something on the grill, this is the beer for you. This is the one to have by your side. Have a couple of these. Okay, you've had your breakfast beer. You've done your yard game beer. You've done your dinner beer. What do we do at the end of the day in the summer up here in the Northwoods? It usually involves a bonfire. So, bonfire beers can come in all shapes and sizes, but I'll be damned if an Imperial Stout is not just a great way to seal the deal. And this one is right up there with as good as any of them. This one is from Deschutes Brewery from Bend, Oregon, and it is the Abyss. Check it out, people. There's no light escaping the abyss. And if you know Nietzsche, you know what the abyss is all about. Don't stare directly into this beer. If you don't, look it up, because you should read more. Read more things. I'm guilty of not reading more. I just happen to know that one quote. So anyway, this beer, damn, it'll grab you. It'll get you. It gets its teeth right into you. Campfire beer, when it's a little smoky out there and it's dark and you can't quite see how much beer you've had, and you maybe just want to go to bed and you need something that'll help ease your eyes closed, or put you in a wily mood, the Abyss is something else. This is a Imperial Stout that has been brewed with cherry bark, licorice root, and I think vanilla. Don't quote me on the vanilla, but it's got the licorice and the cherry bark in it. And then a portion of it's been aged in a mix of wine barrels and fresh oak barrels. I think they've got bourbon barrels in there too. The barrel characteristic, if you're used to a bourbon barrel stout, is not as intense as a lot of others. This is also a beer from 2019. You might be like, what are you doing serving old beer? I bought this on purpose, folks. This beer, when it's super fresh, can be a little aggressive, and so oftentimes after a year or two, the flavors kind of meld together a little bit better, and this thing is drinking super, super well. So this vintage 2019 Abyss is kicking ass right now. If you enjoy it here at the bar, I'll give you a slight recommendation. Order your beer and give it a second. Don't slug it right away. Let it warm up a bit. And if you take this home, do the same thing. Get the beer, pour your glass, sit out for a minute, let it warm by your hands. This beer is best not ice cold, because when it is ice cold, it kind of dulls some of the flavors, and you can get a little bit more of the alcohol heat without getting so much of the interesting flavors. Most big, strong beers follow the same rule. Let them warm up just a little bit. Not saying like lukewarm or room temperature, just take the chill off of it. You'll thank me. You'll get a lot more of an interesting flavor out of the beer, and it'll come across more smooth on your palate as well. So this thing is like drinking a dark chocolate bar. It is rich and roasty, but it's not gonna kill you. It is intense, but it is not overwhelming. A great nightcap beer, a great beer to have with some dessert. Honestly, doesn't really need anything else with it. Maybe a s'more would be good. In fact, a s'more would be good, but when isn't it? So there you go. That's a way to round out your night with a little bit of the Abyss. So that's my summer date. Drink all day. Oh, God. Well, if you're coming up here to hang out and vacation, why not? I mean, everything in moderation, including moderation, right? So the summer is off and running. We are going to be just cranking along here at the shop, having a blast, serving you guys all sorts of good beer and coffee and everything over the summer, and we're pretty stoked for that. What do we have coming up? We've got a Salty Dog Hot Dog Cart. Be hanging out pretty much every weekend. So Fridays and Saturdays. This week, I think just Saturday. But keep an eye out for that. And then this weekend, you got to come party with me. I'll be down there with a lot of good friends and good people at Bloodhook. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can get your tickets from us. If you can't get them from us, go to Hayward, get them at Out of the Woods Winery, or get them at Redberry Books and Cable, or just show up on Saturday night and get them at the theater if there are any left, and dress up. Wear something 80s, wear something fish gear, smear some fake blood on you. There will be cool prizes for the costume contest. And if you need to burn off some of those calories over the weekend, Sunday Run Day Fun Day is back in action after 1 week hiatus. So a nice casual fun Sunday run every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. led by my wife Ashley. It is fun and inviting for anyone. If you like to move, if you like to run, it is a great way to just kind of shake it out. Again, wrap up the weekend, maybe at a late night Saturday, kind of get you back on the good side. And we also have some new merchandise coming, so you'll have to keep your eyes peeled for that. There'll be some fresh stuff here before the 4th of July, so keep your eyes peeled. Look forward to seeing you here in the next few weeks. Enjoy the start of summer. Game is on, and I hope you have a great one, and we'll see you soon.